Hey everybody, Braden Chase here, and I have kind of a story to tell you guys tonight. I'm a little bit sick, so I apologize for that up front, but it's been an interesting week for me today. See, that's how tired I am. I just said a week for me today. Man, I need to go to bed. But I got to tell you this stuff first. So a mentor of mine told me just a couple hours ago to sit down and to share my story, because I've been sharing my story with a lot of people, but I haven't been sharing it with you guys. So here we go. This is how we do this. So if you've been following me for a little while, you know I've made some pretty dramatic shifts in my life and in my business and the things that I'm doing just over the past probably 2 years. Really big changes have happened. And some of you know bits and pieces of the story, but not really anybody, hardly anybody knows the whole story. So I wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit right now and kind of explain things. So for those of you who don't know, I was an English teacher. I taught at the university, teach ESL, so I teach people who don't speak English how to speak English. And did that for a long time, and it was great fun. And I was like, you know what? I keep saying the same things over and over again. Let's build a course. So I built an English course, and I taught a bunch of people, and it didn't work out very well at the beginning um, because I didn't know how to market things. I built my cool course, and my course was so awesome, and go me. But I didn't know how to market anything. So I bought a course on Facebook ads, and I bought an ad on this, and then I bought a course on that. And I started learning all these different things about marketing and how do I share these things. And after a little while, I'm like, I'm starting to get this. This is kind of cool. So, and I worked on it and worked on it and worked on it. And finally that business, that course started to get some ground, and it grew and it grew and it grew. And it got to the point where I made just over $500,000 in that course, which is a lot of money, especially for a teacher, right? That is an insane amount of money. $500,000 takes me, 15 years to make $500,000 as a teacher. So very excited to get that, right? And to make things work. And it was awesome, and things are going, and I'm learning all this cool stuff in marketing and stories and funnels and all this stuff. If you know any of those things, it's so cool. I'm excited with it, and I love it. And I'm helping all these people. I'm getting all these, thank you so much for building this course. It was this awesome, awesome thing. And then I got shut down by the Brazilian government. Not me directly, but like the whole world. And I could spend an hour and a half explaining to you why the Brazilian government did this, and it would still not make sense because it doesn't make sense. I'm not even going to try to explain the details. But the short answer is they locked me and about 20 million other people out of their payment system. So I can't operate in Brazil anymore. So literally overnight, I lost 96% of my student base, and that $500 million a year company exploded, and it's gone. So that was not cool. And I sat and had quite a bit of tears, quite a bit of anger and frustration trying to figure out, like, what do I do? Like, so I'm contacting people and, oh, can I try this? And can I try this? And what about this thing? And can I try all these different things? And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I tried so many different things, and I could not get this course back off the ground. And so I'm like, okay, now what? I've got 4 children, and I have 2 of them who have serious health problems and need constant, like, consistent medical care. And I'm like, what? How am I going to do this? I can't go back to teaching. Teaching can't support this. It won't work. I need something else. So what can I do? And it actually took me a long time. I'm like, well, I can do private lessons for $1,000 an hour. That doesn't work, by the way. I could do, I tried, what could I do to make this stuff work out? And I finally kind of had somebody slap me across the face. I was trying to help a friend of mine who was a chiropractor, and he's like, my business is struggling. How do I do this? And I'm like, dude, check this out. I spent like 2 hours just explaining, do this and this and this and this, do all these different things. And it's like, how do you know this stuff? I'm like, well, because I did it. I did it for me. That's how I built my course. That's how I built my life. That's how I built these different things. Like, it's just in these books. It's in these things. I went to these events. That's how I know this stuff. I had to learn it. It's like, that's so cool. You should help other people. And I'm like, no, oh, wait, that's a good idea. Maybe I should help other people. That would be so much fun because I love this stuff and it's so cool. So like, and it was literally that. It was literally someone else going, dude, you can help other people with the stuff that you know. Because until that point, I was just like, this is just for me in my own little world. No one really cares. I'm the little English teacher that nobody knows. And it was at that point where I sat down. I was like, you know what? there's something here. I can actually help. I mean, there are ways to do things that, I mean, my English course, there aren't that many English teachers, right? I'm not going to teach you to teach English. I'm not going to teach these people to build those things. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can turn these principles that I've learned for myself and for my own business and adapt them and apply them to other people. So I started reaching out to different people, to different marketers, to different businesses, to healthcare, to blogging, to medications, to just all sorts of different things, other entrepreneurial businesses, right? And I'm like, okay, can I help you with this? And they're like, sure. So I did some stuff for them. And I was like, oh, can I help you with this? Did some stuff for them. And I like started putting in my things and helping people. And I'm like, you know what, this is really working. It's really happening. Like, look, my strategy was this. I took it and I gave it to you and it worked. And you've made money. The same thing that I did now makes money for you too. This is a good plan. And like it took me almost a year to really sit down and be like, it's not that I work, right? It's not like I'm brilliant. Like I learned this stuff from other people, but it took me 6 years to learn this stuff from other people. And I have this stuff and I'm like, I can just do it for other people so that they can specialize in what they do, right? The dentists can do their dentist stuff. The chiropractors can do their chiropractor stuff. The TV people can do their TV stuff, and I can run their marketing for them. Like, I can do this. This is going to be fun. So I started actually getting real clients, right? And pulling these clients in and saying, hey, can I do this little thing for you? Bam. And they made a bunch of money, and then they paid me money. I'm like, this is sweet. I like this. Okay. And then I did another person in this other area, and I built them some stuff. I built them a funnel, built them a web page, built them a email lists, and built them email sequences, and wrote these things for them, built them images, and did video scripts for them, all these different things, sent it to them, they built it, they made money. I'm like, we got this. So that is kind of my origin story and where this came from. It's been kind of a struggle because mostly because of myself, right? I've been the quiet guy I'm an English teacher, right? We sit in corners and we read books and we analyze sound patterns of the way people pronounce stuff. Like, it's not that interesting to anybody but us. So like, I'm used to not having anyone care about what I do or how I do things. But when someone gave me that idea and said, Braden, you can actually help people with the knowledge that you have. You need to step up and you need to reach out and help people so that they can make their lives better and that their lives can make other people's lives better as well. So that's kind of my origin story and where I am, why I am doing what I am right now, and why things have changed so much. How I went from English teacher to university professor to course creator to Brazilian guy to marketer. Like, it's this huge shift. Like, I went through like 4 different industries in 6 years. But it's because during this entire process, I was going for that. I was building this skill set of marketing, and now that's what I can do. I can do that to help people everywhere, and it's really, really cool. So obviously, as you might imagine, I focus on people in digital marketing. I have almost no experience in TV marketing, so don't ask me. I don't know how to do that. Or radio. I can do radio, but I can't do like newspapers. I don't know how to do that stuff. Go to somebody else. But but I can do pretty much anything that's on the internet, right? So if you need help with that kind of stuff, go to bradenchase.com. Sign up with me on the strategy call. We can talk about it, see if we're a good fit, because not everybody works well together, right? We can just check and kind of feel each other out and see if it's okay. It's a free call, about 15 minutes to see if we'll work well together. And if we do, let's rock it, right? Let's change your life. Let's change your customers' lives, your patients' lives, everything, right? Let's make the world a better place together, okay? So that's kind of where I am and where I came from. Hope that's helpful for you guys. Have a wonderful night. I will probably be on tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.